Hey guys, welcome back. It's Ando, and thanks for coming on back. So I just wanted to make this video to basically create like initial reactions for the Galactic Legends that came out yesterday. For those of you that don't know, I am going for the Galactic Legends, Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, whatever you want to call him. So I have that footage here playing in the background. It's kind of sped up, so that way this video is not that long. Um, and then I'll also show you guys kind of what I did through the video, but mostly what I made a mistake on, and I didn't get one of the tier 1 trials that I had. It's at the very end, so if you guys want to see that, just go to the very end. So my initial reactions, and I just want to be clear, this is not it's not about the tickets. It's not about, I'm not doing any review on the gear levels or the requirements or anything like that, or even, Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's gear afterwards. This is just about the event. So if I were to summarize basically how I feel about the event, at least for tiers 1 through 3, I only did tiers 1 and 2, but I watched Arnold T101 stream about with tier 3. And so I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of what this event is, and I don't think it really changes my perspective at all. I think the best way to describe what I'm going through is probably that I'm a little bit underwhelmed. They hyped this up for so long. Again, this is purely the event. And I'm not going to just pose the problem. I'm going to offer up some solutions here. So I would think this event would be a lot cooler if there was more cutscenes. Normally we have like a bunch of cutscenes. So like in this battle that we see here, this is obviously in the desert. It'd be really cool to see, Kylo Ren's TIE Silencer flying in. And then, you see maybe Jedi Rey, and she does the somersault flip where she, chops off his wing, and then you see Kylo Ren come out, and then you see the exchange between the two of them, right? This is supposed to be the title of this is, Galactic Ascension. So, from my understanding, that means that my Kylo Ren unmasked is supposed to be ascending into his Galactic Legend status, and this is kind of the story of it. I don't see any of that really happening in any of this at all. In fact, within the first two phases, there is no Kylo Ren doesn't even talk unless I'm mistaken. So it's kind of weird. I don't know why that is the way it is. In the first tier, I mean, one of Rey's exchanges is dot dot dot. I don't know. Just seems kind of awkward, and the dialogue doesn't really make much sense. So yeah, like in phase 1, you have the TIE silencer. This is how I guess I would fix it. In phase 1, you have that TIE silencer fly in. You see Rey do the somersault thing where she chops off the wing. The TIE silencer blows up, and Kylo Ren walks out. There's an exchange between Kylo Ren and Rey, basically saying like, "Hey, I know who you really are," and maybe Rey saying, "No, you don't," or something like that. And then you beat Jedi Rey and her teams, and then maybe they say, maybe Finn's like, or maybe Rey's like, "Hey, Chewie," or something like that, and then Finn says, "Hey, we gotta go," and that's the ending of that one. So then you fast forward to this scene right here. Maybe the ship is like Kylo Ren's ship comes up overhead, and maybe Poe says, "Hey, Kylo Ren's here. We got to get out of here." Zori Bliss says, "Hey, I know a way," or something like that. And then all of a sudden, Kylo Ren and his little posse, your team shows up and says, "Not so fast. Where's Rey?" or something like that, right? And so now, as we beat this phase, maybe that at the very end, there's a nice little cutscene there that says where you kind of see the Force dyad, where she's in his command shuttle or his command ship, and he's still down here, and he's kind of done fighting, and he asks, "Where are you?" All right, so then that cuts that scene, and you go into the tier 3, and then that's when you do the rock paper scissors battle. So it's those little details. These events always were known for their storytelling, and I don't see much storytelling in here. Now, again, this is only for tiers 1 through 3. Maybe tier 4 and through 6 is just amazing, and there's just a bunch of cutscenes. But in every other epic confrontation, hero's journey, which is really what we're doing right now in these first 3 tiers. We're doing essentially a hero's journey, um, and we're unlocking the Supreme Leader Kylo. So that's, I'd say right there, I'm kind of disappointed. Like when the Chewbacca event came out, and then you have the bounty hunters. They're looking through their thermal goggles or thermal binos, and they're basically targeting Chewbacca and Han Solo and all them. That's really cool. Even in the raids, like you see. Darth Nihilus' intro, or after you beat Scion, you see him grip his saber. Even in legendary events, you see Padme's intro where the droids are kind of getting destroyed by her. These are the things that make these events memorable, and especially since we have to play them, tier 1 8 times. What was it? Tier 2 4 and tier 3 3. I feel like they could have done a little bit better job, like doing the cutscenes, and then the second part is better dialogue. So yeah. So beyond that, let's just talk now about like the difficulty of the event. I don't have any issues with the difficulty of the event. I honestly feel like the gear level that you are required to put them to, I don't think you need to have any more. Now, I'm willing to bet that probably for those what is it, the legendary materials, you'll probably have to have a higher relic or something. I don't know. This is the one I believe I messed up on. As you can see, so the moral of the story on this, I think the reason why this didn't work out for me is I start to try to get kind of cute and use some of my AoEs instead of just right here. I should have just killed off Finn, and I think it starts to really boost up turn meter, and they're able to kind of recover it. And you'll see that I'm just not able to get rid of Poe fast enough. So he just wipes out my Kylo Ren en masse. So again, the events I don't believe are very hard. I think in both events, from what I've seen, just probably don't do too much AoE. They seem like you kind of get punished for it. Just go in for the single attacks, get your stuns, get your healing immunities, especially on the dark side. And I think even probably the light side battles. I think you'll be fine. Again, this is the one that I lost, so not much else to talk about it. It just, as soon as I lost Kylo Ren unmasked, it started going downhill. So maybe this is a good reason for you to use First Order Stormtrooper. I was just trying out a couple different teams, but I'm sure that all of them can beat it, especially this first tier. All right, guys, that's all I have to say. Let me know if you guys agree with me. Let me know if what you guys would have liked to see out of the event, at least in the first 3 tiers. And again, maybe we're just giving them not enough credit, and there's more stuff coming in tiers 4 through 7 or 6 or whatever it is. But yeah, just let me know in the comment section below. And thanks again for watching.